MultiBioPro wants to let nature do the job for them. So we basically want to have one species producing many different products.
The objectives of the MultiBioPro project are to extract all kinds of compounds from all tissues of plants and use them to make valuable products. And we're also training the future leaders of research in Europe in this field.
When you actually look at the value of that, you're looking at 400 billion euros worth of production. You know, this is big business.
Climate change and energy security are among the toughest of Europe's long-term challenges. And the EU has put development of biofuels at the center of its renewable energy strategy. But making plant-based fuels truly competitive with traditional energy sources requires research into biological and chemical processes and improved methods for extracting and refining the useful oils. Just as important, private sector companies will have to see that they can profitably bring the new products to market. The MultiBioPro research project is designed to address these needs, while at the same time, it aims to identify compounds that can be derived from waste biomass for use in pharmaceuticals, construction, and other industries. Funded under the EU's 7th Framework Program and comprising 11 university and corporate partners from across the continent, the MultiBioPro project is holding its annual meeting here at KTH Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm.
Within MultiBioPro, we have academic partners and industrial partners, and we work very closely together to try to utilize the compounds that are available in our species to then try to sell those products to bigger companies that can make them applicable for the rest of the society.
First-generation biofuels are produced from agricultural crops such as rapeseed and palm oil. But there's concern over indirect land use changes when prime farmland is diverted from food production. So policymakers are calling for a shift to woody plants that can grow on marginal land unsuitable for other crops. MultiBioPro focuses on 2 plant species that show promise as second-generation biofuel feedstock: the tobacco tree, which grows well in warmer southern climates, and poplar, a staple of colder, wetter forests in the north.
One important step is to first understand the structural components of the plant biomass. So we try to understand what are the molecules that we find in plants that could be valuable to develop materials. And in a second step, we try to exploit this knowledge to make materials with even higher properties than the natural materials formed by plants and that have evolved through thousands and thousands of years.
We really need to find out first what are the starting points here, and then how can we then apply an industrial pipeline to actually extract these compounds and make it commercial.
In addition to laboratory study of the biology and chemistry of the tobacco and poplar trees, corporate partners in the project are already looking toward new products to meet real market needs.
Well, in MultiBioPro, we're looking at biorefining. We're looking at maximising the value from the whole crop produced. But when you look globally, by 2023, that equates to something like 260 billion litres of fuel per year.
Well, the Neutral Group, among other things, is a biodiesel manufacturer, and at the moment we use used cooking oil to make biodiesel from and supply that to our customers. But of course, we know that there's only a limited supply of used cooking oil, and if we want to make a real difference in the fuel market, we need to have a sustainable source, long-term source for biodiesel feedstock. That's what MultiBioPro is working on, and we're helping with that both in terms of development and in how it then gets brought to market in a viable business case.
At this research farm in Dubai, the Neutral Group is raising tobacco trees, Nicotiana glauca, as a potential replacement for cooking oil as feedstock in its biorefinery located nearby.
The advantage of using glauca as biodiesel feedstock is that it has the potential for large-scale production without directly competing with food crops. There's many other things we're hoping to discover during the process of this trial. One of those things is identifying what is the quality of the biodiesel that can be produced from the glauca plant. Will it pass international standards?
While MultiBioPro is a 4-year project slated to run through 2016, it's designed to seed research institutes with young talent ready to carry Europe's push for alternatives to fossil fuels into the future.
The advantages of working in a pan-European project, such as MultiBioPro, is that you can interact with groups across Europe and have access to expertise that you may not have in an individual lab, and also it provides excellent training for younger scientists. They interact with laboratories and new techniques across Europe.
By focusing on innovative research and market-based solutions, and by training a new generation of scientists steeped in the search for practical applications, the MultiBioPro project aims to make a lasting contribution toward a sustainable energy future and new products for European industry. To learn more, visit multibiopro.eu on the web. At KTH in Stockholm, I'm Kevin Billinghurst. Thanks for watching.